Hello friends, I'm architect Kakkulal architect planner practicing. I have mm, this concern for the children. Based on my qualifications and background, my interest, so I'm just going to speak about on open school, which is supported with my case study mini club, which is a case I have dealt for 3 years, and from that I'm supporting my argument over here. The 2 points in the open school. The open school, when we define, is a school which has run in an open space. So it is what I'm speaking is a park, mm, where I have conceptualized the school, and then we have run for some time. Well, before going to the main topic in points, let me give a background. I'm from India, and I'm speaking about the children, parents, and education system, which is prevailing in India in general, not the concept schools. And basically, what we find here, parents are busy in their lively earnings and all, husband and wife, and the disintegrated families from the joint families, nucleus families, have a problem of looking after the children. They normally are sending to some tutor and engaging them in the free time, so that they can cope up with their constraints and travel, earning, etc. So the damage what is occurring to the children is one factor which I'm concerned about it. And this is a home environment. In the school environments in general, we see a larger classroom strength. 1 is to 60 it will go, or 1 is to 40 it will go, and 1 is to 50, depending on school to school. There are a lot of private schools have come on a commercial basis. School is not imparting the education, but in a building you find a school which does not have proper infrastructure for overall development of the child, such as open playgrounds, library, or extra other activity spaces. And also the classrooms are very cramped and they are not spacious. Being that environment, what is happening, the interaction of the child with his peers group or his peer group and the teacher is becoming more problematic, and he is not able to express himself, and there are only few who get a chance to express themselves and grow. So that is one factor in the we see in that school environment. At home environment, and as I told, the lack of supporting people for this children, lack of parents and grandparents, qualitative time, they are not able to give it to the child. So that is one constraint we have seen it. Now I'll come back to my topic of open school. This is actually it's not possible to cover up within the time of the total story, but still I'll give the link up so that we can relate it. This starts from leisure. Leisure, a concept which I'm advocating, where person has to live with his own will and without any constraints or conditions. Okay, so that is for every age group. When it comes to this, the children have to live with their freedom. That is one concept I have taken from there. To support that, our case study has started with a practical story which is called mini club. That also I'm not dealing here, but only just references I'm taking here. That case study is going to support in detail. If you want, that can be seen in the presentations. So the open school, 2 points I want to stress here. So one is learn at leisure. So learn at leisure, that means the entire freedom should be unconditional, flexible learning environment should be there for the child, or for that matter for anyone. One. And secondly, working with pleasure. So when he's working, is when he's studying or doing his work, at school or at home, or this is matter for everyone. He should work with a pleasure. He should have no fear, no fear, and the creative expression can come with total fragrance of his ability only when he has fearless uh, environment for his learning. The evidence which I am going to support this, my 2 points, would be that is the mini club. In a brief, I'll explain it and how we are gone and we have entered to that. The first comes to well, when I told the main points, I'm now coming to the story of it, mini club. Mini club is formed with the questions of one girl about some silly questions at that age of 7, 8. She has asked, but they were looking silly in a general, but I have taken them serious. What might be the one question she has asked, why my dad's mustaches are so big, and second question she has asked, why my dad scolds the subordinate without any reason. So, and they sleep for a long time and all, many questions like that. But what I felt, the children have a lot of questions to be asked and to clarify in the environment of where they are interacting in the school, maybe at the home, but they need an accessible person to share that and get a proper answer. So if they get proper answer at a particular age, I think the growth factor would be better. That fragrance of the child will develop. So this is my early this thing. So we went to in a park, and we have answered these questions to the children. We have formed a group that exact formations and all I'm not giving dramatically here, but we have formed a group to assess what are the problems and all. We have formed a group called Mini Club, and we have formed some rules for that. There, the students were dictating. The uniqueness of it was all strange students were there, not knowing one another, and their expressions were fearless because there are no notions, no barriers like classroom, the backbencher and front benchers. Similarly, the parents also started interacting with these people and try to understand what might be the environment of the class. So it has given a opportunity. The open school mini club has given an opportunity to understand both the environments by the teacher, by the parent for the child, because some children or some teachers also were participating in our program of Sunday school or for that matter open school. The open school, once again I'll come back here, that is a park where we have structures, and we had a lot of resource people from the parents itself, and also we have called some experts to interact with these children on holidays, and I'm giving a fairly 3-4 hours time and sitting in the particular places and imparting their knowledge. And children have got one-to-one opportunity to learn in arts, music, science, maths, everything. So otherwise these all things were not possible in the 1:60 class in the classroom. And at the end we got the parents have understood the child's constraints at class, and also teacher they could communicate what all they are feeling and in a proper manner. Not that to give a support to the teacher to understand his problem, and limitations also were expressed, and these all things were discussed. Subsequently, when the lot of experts have come, then we have formed a group called STEP, Student, Teacher, Educationists and Parents. Thank you.